Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second down, another run with Taylor. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Let's take it on the 25. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And I don't think he got there, no. Just short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And it's a fumble. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have. simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this.
After review of the
So
play,
that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert being chased out left. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Quez Watkins, 33 yards. And the Seahawks will strike first here, this wild card matchup. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Jackson. Finding his target, it's Ward. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
ready, go.
Running straight ahead, Taylor dodges him at the 50. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against him a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice Nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. To throw again on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. There he goes left side. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they're going to get this up to midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The quick feet by Jackson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Tucker's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here. 3. 4 seconds all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. From the 50, here's Herbert. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Here's Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They snap it to Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Herbert throwing again. And he's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards of the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears 3-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this time he is in. Yes. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point safely through. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. This is caught. It's Hardy. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Down inside the 10. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. George Kittle, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And out now come the Seahawks. If this game continues the way it's gone, it'll be, well, somewhat of an upset. 5-4, not huge, but still the big thing, winning on the road to stay alive. Pretty big deal.
Man, when you pointed out that 5-4, first thing that flashed through my head was college basketball. When they get to their tournament, right?
Yeah, like the 8-9 seed first-round game.
Right, your brackets, don't you? And you got to figure out which one you're going to pick, that 9 seed over the 8. And sometimes even that 7-10 game feels the same way. Not much difference between the two teams. Give them a lot of credit, though, for going on the road and getting it done in this one.
Yeah, that's a difference. NCAA tournament, neutral site here on the road and putting some people on notice. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. On 1st and 10, Herbert. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers. No accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field. And we are ready to rock. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
Hey, check that.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Over the middle, completes this to Ward. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Jackson will throw again. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Peters. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to let it go again. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Jackson on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And this is caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Yeah. Yeah.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My A-spoon goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground pet.